I got a real quick one for you today, talking about kind of some of the deception play, some of the more subtle stuff that we see in fighting. One of these important principles that you can think about is kind of something I'm borrowing from the realm of comedy, really, but also like stage magic and mentalism and stuff like that as well. And that is violation of expectation. So, jokes are funny because with all the setup, you're telling a story and the brain is putting the pieces together and go, yep, I get that, all checking all the boxes, and then the punchline comes and it is outside of what we would normally expect, and it makes the brain go, oh, that's different. And then you get a chuckle because it kind of flips the brain upside down, per se. We see the same thing in magic, right? Why are magic tricks hard to follow? Because they appear to not obey the lines of logic. You are actually violating people's understanding of the universe through illusion. And so because people can't follow certain things, and there's also all sorts of things like misdirection and stuff, and you guys know that I'm a big fan of magic. What you end up with by the time you get to the big, the prestige of the trick, what you end up with is people just going, I have no idea how that happened, because the story my brain was telling me as everything was going didn't add up to that. And when we look at, say, hypnotism, especially the world of like rapid inductions, so like hypnotic induction really just puts you in, for lack of a better term, it's a catatonic state, but it's not like true catatonia. You're really just in a state of hyper focus. Like they've done studies and you're actually like willfully playing along with it. You just don't, like, you are, but you can't control it. Hypnotism is weird. And the fact is though, that some of these, especially the rapid inductions, you set something up and then you give the person kind of almost a shock to confuse their brain. They go, I don't know, I can't keep up with that. And it just puts them in. Like one of the ones I've seen is they go to like shake a hand, and then as soon as the handshake is just about to get there, the guy makes a rapid advance, taps him on the head and says, sleep. And of course they're not sleeping, but they just kind of, right? Because it completely violated expectation of that scenario. Everything didn't add up to what they thought, and thus it flipped the script. And I honestly think that we even see that in some knockouts. Not all knockouts are concussions, and I think some of the knockouts that we see, especially ones that look like almost like they didn't even touch the guy, and I'm not talking about like the no touch bullshit. What I'm talking about is like, when somebody gets knocked on the chin and it didn't look that powerful, but the guy still like just buckles and goes out. I wonder how much of that is almost acting like a hypnotic induction where they get tagged, their brain can't make sense of it. I didn't see it coming, I don't know what that is, what's this brand new weird sensation, I don't know, out, right? And so we do this in much more subtle ways all the time when we're sparring, trying to fake people out and all that. Well, here's the thing, right? When you're feinting and baiting, the person that you're fighting has to actually believe the bait, right? It actually has to be believable. They have to believe that you're throwing that fake. They have to believe that you're really open in whatever that spot is, or whatever the trick is. They have to believe it. You have to be telling them, you have to be selling them a narrative, and then at the last second, you violate expectation in such a way that they can't keep up with it, and they have no option but to fall prey to your tactic. Now, like I said, this is a quick one, and I'm not giving you any techniques or anything, but it's something to ruminate on, something to think on, right? You have to sell the story. You have to sell the script. It has to be believable. They have to believe that everything is normal and as expected, and at the very last second, the last possible second that you could do anything, flip it. And it does weird things with our brain. And I really, really think that you're gonna find a lot more success if you learn how to sell the narrative and at the last second flip the script. So I think that's enough for today. I will talk to you guys later. Good journey. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, give the dog a bone. You can follow us on our other social media accounts, and if you really like us, you can head over to Amazon and buy a shirt. You can also go over to Gumroad and purchase some of our instructional courses. All of the links will be provided and also on our website. If you happen to be in the Phoenix area, we would love to meet you. Come drop in for a class, even just to chat. And if you're looking for a new home, we would be happy to have you. So until next time, good journey.